How's it going, everyone? It's Ben Foggins Media Corner back again with a brand new video for today. Welcome back to the movie review, aka After I Saw review video for today. This time for this new episode for this series, it's going to be my review on the 2023 comedy drama film, and that is Asteroid City. Now, this is the newest film by Wes Anderson, one of my favorite filmmakers that's working to this day. And this film tells a story where we're basically following a writer played by Edward Norton, in which he showcases his world in a famous fictional play, which is basically about a grieving father, played by Jason Schwartzman, who he travels with his tech-obsessed family to small rural Asteroid City, where they're about to compete in a junior stargazing event, only to have his worldview disrupted forever. So that's pretty much the story of Asteroid City. Now, I was so hyped for Asteroid City. Like, this was one of my most anticipated movies for this year, and there was a lot of reasons why. One is because this was a new film by Wes Anderson, and you guys may know already, I'm a huge fan of Wes Anderson myself. Like, he has definitely become one of my favorite filmmakers that's working to this day. Like, he's made so many great films over the last few years and decades. Like, he's made two different types of films. He's made a few live action independent comedy drama films, as well as a few stop motion animated films and all that. And for those two different types of films, I've always have stuck with my top number one favorite for those two different types of films he's made over the last few years and decades. For live action comedy drama films, my favorite film has always been The Grand Budapest Hotel, and for stop motion animation, it's always been Fantastic Mr. Fox. And another reason why I was looking forward to this film was because, of course, the cast. Like, you've got a huge cast of well-known actors, in which in this film you've got Jason Schwartzman, Scarlett Johansen, Tom Hanks, Jeffery, Wright, Tilda Swinton, Bryan Cranston, Edward Norton, Adrian, Brody, Liev, Schreiber, Hawke Davis, Stephen Park, Rupert, Hawke, Steve Carell, Matt Dillon, Chau, Williem Dafoe, Margot, Robbie, Tony Revolori, Jake Ryan, and Jeff Goldblum. So I was really excited to see what all of these people were going to do for this new Wes Anderson film here. And this is actually the second time that Wes Anderson has worked with Focus Features. The first time around he worked with them was for Moonrise Kingdom, which is definitely one of my favorite films of 2012, and it is my second favorite Wes Anderson film for live action film. So I was really excited to see what he was going to do the second time around with Focus Features. And once I saw the trailers for this film, of course, I was so hyped for the film. And I went to see this film on opening day in my area, which was on the 23rd of June of this year. And I went to see this in a small screening, and there was quite a few people that I was in, but not a full house though. But after watching this whole movie here, I can definitely tell you guys that Asteroid City managed to not disappoint me here. I had a great time with this movie here. Although I wouldn't say this is like the next new Wes Anderson masterpiece since The Grand Budapest Hotel or anything like that, but this still is a great watch here. The cinematography and the direction by Wes Anderson is, of course, absolutely unique and yet absolutely gorgeous here, from what he was able to capture on screen here, through the production sets, which are absolutely beautiful, the technical aspects, which is just spot on, and it just gave me pretty much what I expected to see out of a Wes Anderson film here, from the way he directs his own films, from his style to the energy and all that. And the color palettes as well, I thought were absolutely beautiful. Like, it's a really bright film here, and I really adored all that here throughout the film here. And as for performances, like all the cast members that I mentioned before that in this film are all great and yet really fun for the characters here. And as for the story for the film, it is a pretty unique storytelling from Wes Anderson here, although there are times where the story can feel overly convoluted, and there were some characters that didn't get to showcase some the arcs that much in the film, and that's one of the few faults I do have with the film here. And as for the runtime for the film, it is acceptable. It's only now in 45 minutes, but it's just that the pacing for the film does get a bit rough and all that, where a few scenes do tend to drag on a bit and all that, but the film does manage to pick itself up to get to some like important parts of the film and stuff like that. But overall, in the end, guys, Asteroid City, it is indeed another great Wes Anderson film here. Although I wouldn't say this is like the next new masterpiece since Grand Budapest Hotel or anything like that, but it still gave me what I expected to see out of a Wes Anderson film here. And if you missed a chance to see this in cinemas, it is available to watch at home on demand. So that's pretty much all I have to say about Asteroid City. I'm going to give Asteroid City 4 out of 5. Like I said, this definitely was another great Wes Anderson film here, but like I said, this is definitely not his next new masterpiece since Grand Budapest Hotel or anything like that. And despite having two faults of the film, I still managed to have myself a great time with this new Wes Anderson film here. So thank you guys so much for watching for my ACAF After I Saw review on Asteroid City. And let me know what you think of this movie if you have seen this already, or if you just recently checked out this film. Did you have a great time with this, or was it not really your cup of tea? As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and this has been Foggins Media Corner signing off.